Hi everybody and welcome to the Anfield Eye. I am Mal and I want to talk a little bit about Mo Salah. When Mo Salah started at Liverpool, we really had no idea he was going to turn out to be what a phenomenon he's turned out to be. And what I want to talk about, I'm going to touch a little bit about what he's doing at Liverpool right now. And also want to touch about what he's achieved at Liverpool. And then I also want to talk about the future because I'm a little bit worried. The title of this video is Salah Bombshell, and I'm going to get onto that in a little bit because as Liverpool fans, we all should really know what is going to happen in regards to Mo Salah's contract. I'm really eager to let you know this information, and it's not good news, unfortunately. I think it's bad from the sources that I'm getting and the reports I'm getting. It's not looking good for Liverpool fans. But let's talk about Mo Salah in general. Mo Salah is one of those type of players where he can completely dictate a match. He can be in a match from the first minute and he can dominate and he can score hat tricks and he can have 3 assists in that match and he can be man of the match quite comfortably by the end of the first half. He is that good. And then there's a little bit of frustration that also comes into his play when, you know, he misses goals, he hits the post, his passes aren't quite getting to his teammates, and then, you know, in the 70th or 80th minute, he scores a couple of goals and you go, oh, okay, Mo Salah just scored a couple of goals, you know. So he can drift in and out of games, and that's also dependent upon, you know, how well his teammates are involving him in the game. But that right-hand side with Trent and Mo Salah has been, you know, Liverpool's staple diet for the last 10 years in terms of supplying goals and winning matches for Liverpool. What a partnership. They have had an extraordinary partnership, and that partnership is most likely to end at the end of this season. And it's most likely to end because Trent looks like he is going to be moving on to pastures new. And Mo Salah is also looking like he's going to be moving on to pastures new. So there's going to be a complete rebuild on the right-hand side of our team. But saying that, the last 10 years of Mo Salah's career at Liverpool have been nothing short of a phenomenon. Never in a million years did I think that Mo Salah was going to deliver the kind of numbers that he's delivered. Nowhere in a million years did I think that Mo Salah was going to be our most important player in our team, and he is exactly that. He's been rewarded handsomely by the club. The fans love him. You know, he sells shirts. He is by far head and tails the star man at Liverpool. You know, the second in line in terms of the Liverpool team star man, you know, is way down below, and it's probably Diaz or Virgil van Dijk. And you know, Mo Salah is hands down the most important player in that Liverpool squad. Just like Thierry Henry was important at Arsenal, just like Eden Hazard was important at Chelsea, he really is an extraordinary player for Liverpool. And this video is really, I want to talk about what exactly is life going to look like after Mo Salah. Now, before Mo Salah joined the club, we were still a good team. We weren't a great team, but we were a good team. My point is that players come and go, you know. Ronaldo came at Manchester United. He set the Premier League alight. He was a phenomenal player. He was young, he was hungry, he was talented, he was skillful, he had pace. But then he chose to move to Real Madrid, and Manchester United found a way. They found a way to adapt after Ronaldo left. And so, as Liverpool fans, we shouldn't be that disheartened. We are going to lose Mo Salah, and we're going to have to find a way, just like Manchester United did. And I think we will find a way. I think there are players out there on the market that are more than capable of performing, not necessarily delivering the numbers that Mo Salah is delivering. So maybe after Mo Salah leaves, where our goal difference will be a little bit more closer to the mark, you know. But there is life after Mo Salah, just like there was life after Thierry Henry, life after Eden Hazard. And we have to really find a way as a club and as a team to start exploring new options now. And I think Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards are doing that. I think they're finding ways to find alternatives. That might be Arne Slot's new tactics. He might change the shape of the team. He might want to change the way we play, because the way we're playing right now absolutely, you know, fits into the whole Mo Salah, getting the best out of Mo Salah, and at the moment it's working. But that's not to say that, you know, if and when Mo Salah leaves, and it looks very likely he's going to leave this summer, that we can't adapt our tactics as a team and we can't really play differently. So that's one option. Arne Slot, you know, changing the shape of the team, changing tactics, the formation, the way we're going to play, the way we're going to attack, to adapt to the loss of Mo Salah. And, you know, don't get me wrong, Mo Salah quite possibly could sign a new contract. From what all the from what all the press are coming back with and all the commentators are saying, he wants to stay. But he's not going to stay if Liverpool don't offer him what he wants. And he wants a longer contract. Liverpool aren't prepared to do that. They just want to offer him a 2-year contract. Mo Salah wants something like a 3-year contract, a 4-year contract, which is fine. I don't see a problem with that, because players in this day and age, their careers go on for longer. They stay fitter for longer. Their diets are immensely different now to the way they were before. And let's not forget, Mo Salah doesn't drink. He doesn't eat excessively, and he works out in the gym. He is phenomenally fit. Okay, he's you know, his muscle ratio on his body, he's probably got 0.01% fat on his body, and the rest of it is all muscle. He really can go on. And what the last 10 years have proven is that Mo Salah doesn't get injured. You know, touch wood, Mo Salah doesn't get injured. He is a phenomenal athlete, and we should appreciate that, because that's not only Liverpool doing their job as a club in keeping their star player fit and rested, but that's also Mo Salah's, you know, credit to him. He's done phenomenal in keeping himself fit, and also, you know, the managers that have calm Klopp and Arne Slot now, they're resting him at the right time. They're giving him that little breather. You know, there you go. You know, stay back. You know, the team we take for the League Cup or the FA Cup can win this match without you. You know, you go and rest yourself. So he's being managed correctly, and he's doing all the right things in terms of fitness and diet at Liverpool. And you know, for me, it's going to be the end of an era, just like it was an end of an era when Klopp left. The loss of Salah is going to be quite a story for us as fans and for the club as well. But every good thing comes to an end. It has to come to an end, because we can't go backwards in time. We're always going forward in time. Every year, everybody's getting 1 year older, and yeah, he loves the club. He loves the fans. He's settled. He's the biggest name at the club. I think Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes are looking at ways to keep him if they can, and they want to, you know, offer him a better contract. But if they can't offer him what he wants, Mo Salah will leave. And most likely it looks like he's probably going to leave. He's gonna end up in, maybe if he wants to stay in Europe, he might do a Messi and go at PSG, because they're crazy enough to offer crazy money to players coming towards the end of their careers. Real Madrid probably not because of his age. And Saudi is that option. Saudi is one of those kind of options where you can just put it on the shelf and you can say, right, when my career really has come to an end, I can go to Saudi and I can earn some big bucks towards the end of my career. And he'll be welcomed in Saudi. You know, he's Egyptian, you know, and Saudi is, you know, as you know, is a Muslim country. So Mo Salah will be welcomed with open arms in Saudi, and he'll be offered a very, very lucrative contract. So the really the point of this video was to just let you know that, you know, we have to accept the fact that Mo Salah will leave at the end of the season. He will leave at the end of the season having won us the Premier League. There is no way we would have won half of the matches that we won without the contribution of Mo Salah. And that contribution is his goals, his assists, his enthusiasm, his pace, you know, pulling defenders away and allowing his other teammates to go in and score. He really is a very clever player. He's adapted so well to the Premier League. And it is going to be the end of an era. But unfortunately, the Salah bombshell is he is going to leave. He's going to move on. And he's going to, and when he does leave, we should applaud him. We should give him a round of applause. We should say thank you for the memories. Thank you for possibly winning us the Premier League this year. And, you know, we are really forever, eternally grateful for you. Because we've never had a player like Mo Salah at the club for the last maybe 15, 20 years, you know. And this will split Liverpool fans in half in terms of 50-50. Some Liverpool fans are hardcore, most Steven Gerrard. But really, to be honest with you, the most impactful player at Liverpool Football Club since the Premier League started has been Mo Salah. The player who has won the most trophies at the club since the Premier League started has been Mo Salah. The player who has scored the most goals for Liverpool since the Premier League started is Mo Salah. And you know, if we win the Premier League this year, which looks very likely, the player who has won the most Premier Leagues since the Premier League started will not be Steven Gerrard. It will be Mo Salah. Do you agree? Steven Gerrard, the greatest player at Liverpool, or Mo Salah? Let me know in your comments. I really want to know what you think, because I think that a lot of Liverpool fans, they have this loyalty towards Steven Gerrard because he could have gone to Chelsea. He chose not to go. He stayed at Liverpool. He ended his career at Liverpool. And so they have that in the back of their minds when they're thinking about the greatest player who played for Liverpool in the Premier League era. But the reality is this: Mo Salah has won more trophies. He's contributed more to the success of Liverpool in winning trophies in the last 20 years than Steven Gerrard, then, you know, Patrick Berger, then Xabi Alonso, all of these great players that we've had, then Fernando Torres, Luis Suarez, Daniel Sturridge. Mo Salah is head and tails above all of those names. Let me know in your comments if you agree, because I think that will divide a lot of opinion, and I'm interested to know. But unfortunately, the sad news is Mo Salah will leave Liverpool at the end of the season.